9:30. Well, it is exactly 9:35 right now on Thursday morning. Thursday morning, December 21st. And I wanted to get through this plan of the day live stream in 13 minutes ish. I am on my way into work again today. Got a little bit of work to take care of and a laundry list of things on my honey-do me list. So yeah, I just wanted to say hello this morning. December 21st, the winter solstice. I believe that the winter solstice means different things to different people. Different things to many people, you know, a couple of different ideas here and there on what it means. But good morning, Mimi Bear. Thank you for joining and hanging out with me this morning. Appreciate that greatly. Not sure how many people are actually on right now, because I don't think this YouTube counter is exact. Let's do that. Might be that's a little bit better on the face. Yeah. So plan of the day real quick, and then we could we'll chit chat. So go to work, take care of business. I've got a lead flight instructor board for one of our teammates who would like to fleet up and take more responsibility in his job, in his role as a flight instructor and as a lead flight instructor, which is great. It means effectively that he's in charge, that person is in charge when there are no managers in the building, handles any customer complaints, customer issues with the wind tunnel, and more from a notification perspective. You know, if they need to make a call on something, then they should be able to, well, we are confident that they'll be able to make the call that is in the best interest of the company, of iFly Virginia Beach. Of course, once again, taking into account what's important to them and, you know, values-based decision making. And what I mean by that is, Roy Disney said many years ago, when your values are clear, your decisions are easy. And so identifying what your values are is very important in our personal lives and, of course, in our professional lives. And at iFly Virginia Beach, it's one of those things where we do have a set of core values that guide us in our decision-making process. And they are loyalty, integrity, and professionalism. And keeping those at the forefront of our decision-making process will help us make the right decisions, or at least the decisions that we believe are right, based on loyalty, integrity, and professionalism. And of course, our motto, which is excellence in all we do. So for example, when we talk about a little bit about loyalty, it's loyalty to the company first. I mean, the institution that's employing you, that's providing you a paycheck. First and foremost, your loyalty must be to the company first, then to your teammates, then to yourself. You know, at least that's what we believe, and it works. Integrity, as in doing the right thing when no one is looking, and professionalism. And that is all primarily about being the subject matter expert in what we do. However, it's more than that. It's not just about being the subject matter expert. It's also in how we carry ourselves, how we communicate with other people, and how we present. I mean, if we look like a slob and we stink, you know, is that very professional when we're trying to talk to customers and deliver the dream of flight? No, not at all. Our student in the wind tunnel expects us to be 100% professional in how we, you know, teach them how to fly in the wind tunnel and in how we carry ourselves. And if you look like a slob, then their confidence level in us doing the job and keeping them safe, because we're effectively a lifeguard in the wind tunnel, decreases. And that then decreases their experience at iFly Virginia Beach. So I see a lot of people are chit-chatting away. I can't see it right now because I've got a glare in my face coming through the windshield. And I appreciate you hanging out with me and joining. When I get to a stoplight, I'll be able to take a look at that chat, because I am live streaming right now, and I don't really want to read the chat while I'm moving out. Of course, first and foremost, safety is important. At least I'm not texting away, right? But yeah, headed into the office, take care of some business. Like I said, we're going to do a lead flight instructor board for one of our teammates who wants to fleet up and take on more responsibility, which of course means a little bit more pay, you know, in his wages. So take care of that. Once I'm done with that, I might actually try to get up in the air to fly my drone from the roof of iFly Virginia Beach. Once again, as usual, right? And so, yeah, I can see that there's people chit-chatting away. I can't read the name because glasses for one, and again, that glare. So I'll get to it, get to the chat here in just a minute. If anything, it'll be at the end of the live stream when I park. So while even though I said that the plan of day will be done in 13 minutes, we may go a little bit longer just because I like to, hear myself talk. That's what it's all about, right? So, all right. So after I do the LFI board, the goal is to try to get in the air and fly. And I might stay a little bit longer at work today because sunset should arrive sooner. Why? Because it's the winter solstice. All right, let's take a look at that chat. Let's see, Manoy RDNTV, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Yes, I do like my hat as well, bro. Thank you for posting your link. I fix shit. Dan, good morning. I succeed because I do not have core values. I find whimsical choices have better results. You know what? It's a method. Not having core values, if that's how you enjoy life, then that's how you enjoy life. And there's nothing wrong with that. Outstanding. At least, well, there's your value right there, right? And I think you bring a lot more value than you actually give yourself credit for. And I know you're a joker, Dan. So joke away. From how I've heard you speak and what you deliver and what you provide to your YouTube audience, you do have a set of core values, believe it or not. So in fact, we all do, be it positive or evil. We all have a set of core values that help us drive our decisions. Being whimsical, like you said, it's certainly a core value. Why not? So if you're still with me, Dan, thank you for sharing that. That's awesome. And it's a method. So what's important about the winter solstice? And I don't actually have a timer on the phone that I can, oh, there it is, 7:04. So I've effectively got another 6 minutes to talk about stuff. My meeting's at 10, so I will be cutting this. I'm going to try to cut this off at the 13-minute mark. But winter solstice, that means it's going to be the darkest day of the year, more dark than light, which has been that way for the past couple of days already. But solstice, if I recall, everything is Latin-based, if you will, at least in the English language. A lot of things are Latin-based. And so Google it, somebody. What does solstice mean, or where does it come from? I think it's like solstium, Latin for standing still, I believe. And so today is the day that the sun stands still at the southernmost point of the earth. So we'll only have about 9 hours of daylight, I believe is what the number is. And that's December 21st, marking the first day of winter. And after today, we will start to experience more sunlight. Between now and I think January 1st, the New Year's, we'll get like 9 hours and like 4 minutes of sunlight, or maybe it's 9 hours and 15 minutes. I read it a while ago. Not in the Farmer's Almanac. But we'll start to experience more daylight all the way through the summer solstice, which is, when do you think that might be? What would be the opposite day of December 21st? Correct. June 21st, 6 months later. At which point that day we'll start to experience less sunlight during the day. And some people say that, oh yeah, it's the darkest day of the year. It's the day of evil, right? Because the monsters have taken the sun away. But it is the darkest day of the year. We'll start to experience more sunlight as we continue to live our lives moving forward. But today might be a good day for me to get on top of the roof in the afternoon, evening. I did bring my lights for my drone to get some night flying in at the oceanfront. But I do have other things to do on my list of things to do prior to Christmas, and that's get the lights up. So I just stopped at the Home Depot to get this voltage test, or this circuit breaker finder, because I'm too lazy to do the whole plug a light in and figure out what's going on, figure out the breakers. So that's on the other list of things to do as well. There's a police officer on the curve on the shoulder here, so I'd like to give them at least a lane over when they're conducting business, because I mean, I've got space. It's not like it's a crowded freeway right now. But all right, get back over again. So, all right, what are we talking about here? Dan, Brad, I think I saw. Morning, Brad. How you doing? Thanks for joining. So, what are your plans for the winter solstice? At the Naval Academy, we called today the beginning of the Dark Ages, because once again, less sunlight, you know, and everything is dark and gloomy. And yes, while we are starting to experience more sunlight as we progress throughout the year going forward, again, you know, I think after January 15th or something like that, we start to experience 2 more minutes of sunlight per day. And I think it's sometime in February, like the 14th. Oh, that's Valentine's Day. It would turn, or maybe it's the 20th, I read, that we start to experience 3 minutes more sunlight per day, all the way until it gets to June 21st, which is the summer solstice. But what are your plans for the winter solstice? What are your plans for today? Get as much sunlight as you possibly can while you can. After all, today is a beautiful day so far. Not a cloud in the sky that I can see. It's more like airliner streaks throughout the sky, the smoke trails. But that's what I've got going on for today. My plan of the day this morning, just to give you a little bit about what I've got going on. And the goal, of course, is always to get the drone in the air. When is another question, and I will try to do it around my lunch break, if not then. And again this evening, because I would like to get the what do you call it, the holiday lights. It's pretty cool, the holiday lights that we have here in Virginia Beach. So what the holiday lights are, it's this full display of, you know, a lighted thing, you know, of holiday lights at the beach. And so people will pay like $25 to go and drive through the light show. But we are coming up on the 13-minute mark. I'm going to go ahead and end this at that 13-minute mark. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm about to park the vehicle here in about another 2 minutes as well. But thank you very much for hanging out with me this morning. I hope you enjoy your day of winter, your winter solstice day. Make it a great day. Get as much sunlight as you possibly can. You know, maybe as opposed to waiting until the New Year's to start a New Year's resolution, maybe it's a winter solstice resolution. What will you do to get rid of the blues going forward? Exercise, eat better, make your bed when you get up. All right, everybody, have a great day, and thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate you. Bye.